You know when people say, don't fall for someone who's taken? Or better yet, don't fall for your best friend's older brother? Yeah, I did both. And I wish I could say I regretted it. But I don't. Dylan Carter was the first guy I ever noticed. The first guy I really felt something for. He was 2 years older, captain of the soccer team, and he had this way of smiling at you that made it feel like the whole world slowed down. Tan, tall, and effortlessly charming, he was the kind of guy girls daydreamed about and guys tried to copy. Me? I was just Josh's friend, his younger friend. I'd come over to play games, eat snacks, maybe do homework. And there Dylan would be, dripping sweat after a run, a towel slung over his shoulder, shirtless, saying something stupid like, "Don't drool, kid." And I'd laugh, like it was funny, like I wasn't dying inside, because he was straight, obviously, and I was gay, quietly, softly, secretly, at least back then. The summer after I graduated high school, Josh went out of town to visit family. I stayed back to work and killed time before college started. One afternoon, I was helping Josh's mom clean out the garage, old boxes, broken Christmas lights, the usual, and that's when Dylan pulled into the driveway. He was back early from college, tank top, cargo shorts, sunglasses, grinning like he didn't just walk into every single daydream I'd had for the past 4 years. He said, "Didn't expect to see you here sweating your ass off." I smirked. "Didn't expect you to be home already." "I missed the quiet," he said. We ended up working side by side that afternoon, laughing, sweating, throwing old stuff into a junk pile, and something about it just felt easy, different. He wasn't treating me like Josh's kid friend anymore. He was just talking to me, asking questions, listening. His eyes didn't drift past me. They held. That night, I got a text. "Dylan, you up?" I hesitated for a second, then typed, "Yeah. What's up?" "Dylan, want to go for a drive?" We drove out to the lake, like something out of a cliché movie. He parked the truck by the water, killed the engine, and leaned back against the seat. It was quiet for a while. Then he said, "Me and Alyssa are not doing great." Alyssa, his girlfriend. Perfect teeth, perfect skin, perfect everything. I said, "Sorry to hear that." He stared out at the water. "I feel like I've been pretending for a long time, like I'm not even sure who I really am anymore." He turned to me, looked at me too long, too deeply. Then he leaned in and kissed me. And I swear, the world stopped moving. After that, it was like the seal had been broken. He started texting me every night. He'd show up at my place after midnight. We'd sit in the dark, watching dumb movies, shoulders brushing, silence thick with everything we weren't saying. And yeah, eventually, things got physical. But it wasn't just that. He asked me things no one else had, like what it was like coming out, if I'd ever been in love, if it was scary, to be honest. He listened in a way that made me want to hand him my whole heart. And I did. But here's the thing. He still had a girlfriend. I wasn't proud of that. Every time he kissed me, there was a part of me that said, "This is wrong." But another part whispered, "He chose you tonight." And that whisper was addictive. Weeks went by. Then one night, after we'd been lying in my bed for an hour, sweaty, quiet, legs tangled together, I asked him, "What are we doing?" He didn't answer. So I pressed, "Do you even know what you want?" He sat up, ran a hand through his hair. "I want this," he said finally. "I want you." "But what about Alyssa?" I asked. He looked me dead in the eye. "I'm breaking up with her tomorrow." And he did. I didn't expect him to actually go through with it, but he did. And part of me was elated. Part of me was terrified, because now it wasn't just sneaking around or stolen kisses. Now it was real. For a little while, things were amazing. He'd come over in the afternoon and stay for dinner. We'd go for drives with the windows down and music blasting. He even started holding my hand when no one was looking. But we still hadn't told Josh. Until the day Josh came home early. He walked in on us kissing in the kitchen. Yeah, full on, no excuses, kissing. The silence afterward was brutal. He looked at me like he didn't know me, looked at Dylan like he didn't want to know him. Then he walked out. Didn't say a word. I thought that was the end of everything. Of Dylan. Of Josh. Of their family. But Dylan? He stayed. He didn't run. He didn't hide. He told Josh the truth. Told their parents. Sat with his dad while he yelled and fumed. Held his mom when she cried. He didn't back down. And when I asked him why, he said, "Because I spent most of my life being who people expected me to be. For once, I want to be who I am. And who I am is someone who loves you." It wasn't easy after that. Some friends ghosted him. Alyssa's friends trashed him on Instagram. Josh didn't speak to us for almost 2 months. But slowly, painfully, life adjusted. Josh came around, said he didn't get it, but he loved us both, and that was enough. Dylan got better at being open. He started holding my hand in public, sat beside me at family barbecues, smiled at me like it was the most natural thing in the world. And somewhere along the way, we stopped being a secret. We became a story, one with a beginning I never expected, and a future I never dared to hope for. So, yeah, my straight best friend's older brother cheated on his girlfriend to be with me. But maybe it's not about how love starts. Maybe it's about what you do once it's real. And when Dylan looked at me, after everything we'd been through, and whispered, "You were the first thing I didn't lie about," I believed him. And I kissed him like I finally didn't have to hide anymore.